he can beat Luffy. Like, there's no because
Until he loses Kurama.
where Luffy's at right now, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really
Okay,
matter
I feel you
because
there.
then we could say, oh, he can beat him until this, but then he can't beat him until that, but then he can beat him till then the conversation
Yeah.
really never
Then
ends.
no, it'd be an easy conversation. He can beat him until he receives six path power, and then he
Oh,
can't until
Naruto
he loses
can
Kurama.
beat Luffy. Naruto can beat Luffy. That's literally
Currently,
the answer.
then Luffy could beat Naruto. If we're talking currently,
Okay, I mean, okay, Naruto before that can beat Luffy before Luffy gets like Gear 3 or Gear 4.
see, like you said, we can go before, but in the conversation, currently, Luffy can beat Naruto. Period.
you think Hokage Naruto without Kurama, Luffy
Yes,
can beat him?
100%. Yes, he would be ragdoll. He needs Kurama, and that's okay.
I don't think he needs
He
Kurama.
needs Kurama, 100%.
I don't think so.
He doesn't. He doesn't have it in him. Yeah, he have Sage. Sage is pretty
He had it in him
overpowered.
before. He had him in him
No.
before he even learned about Kurama.
What?
He had it in him.
Kid
He had it in him.
Naruto would get dog walked in every
I never
Luffy
said. I
version.
never
Luffy.
said. I never said Kid Naruto was beating anybody. I just said like have it in him to put up a fight.
Oh,
or
yeah.
to fight, or
'Cause
to
he had
do-
Kurama in him.
or to just be a normal kid. Naruto had the juice before Kurama.
I mean, he's
Before
always
he
had
even
Kurama.
I
Since
know he's always had him, but he never used them. I mean, unless he got mad. Unless he got mad.
those
You know
were
what I
his
mean?
only dubs, though. So
Not necessarily. We can say the same thing. I mean, about Luffy. He needs his devil fruit.
Does
Or
he though?
He needs his fucking. What's it called? That's his
Have-
fucking.
does
That's
he?
his. That's his character. I mean,
Does
that's
he?
his
Have
personality.
you seen his dubs? Has his
That's
dubs
his
been because of his
personality.
devil fruit? Has any of his dubs that you've seen notably
Every
been
fight-
because he
every-
used a devil fruit power to defeat his opponent?
Every single fight I've ever seen him in so far has been the use of his devil.
Well,
fruit.
obviously he's part of him. But has he
Exactly.
ever defeated
Well,
an
I'm part of him.
enemy?
I'm part of
Final
him.
final clash, final hit using the devil fruit power.
Yes.
Which hit? Which fight?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember One Piece like that. See this is a poor conversation because I don't know One Piece, but you do.
I know. I
Like
know.
that's a poor conversation. This
I mean,
is
I feel like that's your
unbalanced.
failure as a content creator, then, right?
how's that my failure that I
Right.
haven't watched 1,000 episodes of One Piece?
Aren't you a content creator for anime? Isn't
so-
One Piece
oh,
one of
yeah.
the most popular
Oh,
anime in the anime
So
community?
from last week, I should have watched 1,000 episodes so we could have this conversation. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm happy we agree now.
That's fucking ridiculous and a dumb comment.
Am I getting you? Hold on. Talk.
I was talking. I've
Okay,
been
good.
talking.
I was just making sure that I was recording you. Jesus
That was
Christ,
a poor.
sir.
This is a poor argument to have. And I don't even think. You know what? During the podcast, I'm probably not even going to argue this because
I know you're not.
It's not a good. It's not a good conversation. You can't do that because you have foresight on Naruto and One Piece. I only have foresight on Naruto, and the only 100 episodes I've seen, and I've seen some fight clips of Luffy,
Okay.
but that's about it.
So, in
So
your
that's-
honest opinion, do you feel like in your honest opinion, whose fault do you believe that is?
It doesn't really matter. 'Cause my entire life I've watched Naruto, and just up until a year ago, I didn't know I was doing a podcast.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, that's not really my fault. I mean, I guess you. I mean, you know what? Sure, it's my fault that I put my life and effort into loving Naruto more than One Piece, and you decided to watch One Piece. I mean,
Hey,
good for you.
everybody makes mistakes, bro. So it's okay.
That's, no, I mean, not really.
Everybody
I'd rather
make
get rid of One Piece
mistakes.
than
Everybody-
get rid of Naruto. So
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I'd rather get rid of One Piece than Naruto because that's what I grew up.
Of course. You haven't watched One Piece. I understand that logic.
I promise you,
I-
we've already
I-
had this conversation. I promise you, if I do watch every single bit of it, I probably will still love Naruto more than I love One Piece.
I've already made this.
And it has-
We've already made this
It-
bet.
it could-
We've already
it
made
could
this bet.
I know, but I'm saying it could even have parts where I think are way better than Naruto, which I think there's other shows that are
Of course.
better. in
This
its
show's
own
better
class
than One
Naruto.
Piece.
But Naruto is like I grew up on it. I pretty much know everything about it, so I'm gonna like it.
It's
more than I
not.
like anything else.
It's not the story. It's everything around the story. You have emotional connection to the characters, and I definitely feel that.
Exactly.
And I feel that
That's
if you
why I
watch
like
One
Naruto
Piece,
better.
you're going to develop the same emotional connection to the characters.
And
That's
I may.
why I'm so confident in it.
I've developed emotional connections with other characters in other animes, especially long ones, and I still like Naruto better. I mean, it doesn't really I mean, yeah. So like, I like Fire Force better than like that's my number one current anime. Hell, Naruto, to be honest, isn't even my favorite anime of all time, but I will always put it around my top three, or I will give it its own subcategory only because I literally grew up on that shit.
Not
Like
for
I
you.
literally, so like, but when it comes down to this, like that discussion, like does Luffy beats Naruto? So if we're talking relatively, like one, I can't have this conversation because I don't know all of Luffy's feats, and you could tell me them all day long, but because you are a giant fucking One Piece fan, I'm gonna think you're gassing
Oh
it
hell
up
yeah!
more than it is.
Of course,
And
I
so,
agree.
and of course, exactly. So I can't really take your word for it until I see it, and then from that point of view, it says Luffy beats Naruto. It'd be like, yeah, he does beat Naruto. Like Kid Naruto, he beats pre-Shippuden Naruto. He beats Shippuden Naruto. Okay, and then when Naruto gets his like actual powers, then
Gets his
Naruto
actual
beats Luffy.
powers. You mean when he gets assist power? Let's relax.
How is
Let's
it,
not say his
double
actual
fruit
powers.
is an assist.
Let's
Are
not
you
say his
kidding me?
actual. Okay, I didn't say anything about it. Wasn't I didn't say it was
But-
Luffy's actual power. He received an
but-
assist. He didn't receive his actual power. Let's calm down.
But I mean, Kurama has been in him this entire life. Right? So
Factual.
Is that an
That's his
assist?
actual power. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. So
But-
that's what, like full like Sage Mode. Which
That's-
Sage Mode
that's
is
not
his
his actual
actual
power.
power. Sage Mode? Are you kidding me?
No, not Sage Mode. I'm
You
talking about
learned?
Sage of Six Paths. Like the
Sage of
received.
Six Paths. Sage of Six Paths itself.
Okay,
yes,
so
but
we
I'm
understand
talking-
that.
I'm talking about like Naruto full Kurama mode, Sage mode, Kurama mode, Naruto.
Luffy is
not with the
beating
Sage's-
all his forms that he was able to achieve on his own, with the help of Kurama.
I don't believe that, but like I said,
I understand, but yeah,
it's
of course, it's going to be back and forth. But I do have a counter to one thing you did say. You said that Naruto is one of your top favorite shows because you grew up on it. Obviously, you watched it for many of years, and you've grown an emotional connection to the characters. Where do you put IBO?
What? Iron Blood Orphan?
Yeah, where do you put that?
Number 2 or number 1? Really?
Number 1, number 2? When did you watch that?
When did I watch it?
Yeah.
When it came out, like a long time ago, and I didn't develop the emotional connection until I was older, though.
Yeah, but you still put it at number 1, even though you didn't create that emotional connection like you did Naruto, growing up with it, right?
Well, the emotional connection from Iron Blood Orphans came from, to be fair, and not trying to sound like a bitch here, but like emotional connections from my shows that I watch come from whatever I'm going through personally in my life. So, as a kid, when I was watching Naruto, I developed that emotional connection to Naruto when I was a kid, especially when he was a kid, because like I didn't really believe that I had, like I was given, like not really given a lot, but I was treated well by my mom, right? Like I couldn't really find my place in high school. I played sports. I played shit like that, and I was fucking playing sports, but I was also hanging out with like goth people, and like I never really could find my place. And I developed that connection with Naruto because he couldn't find his place either. People hated him. I was getting bullied too, and then I started putting on muscle, and then it stopped. I started getting better, and
I can't imagine you ever being
it was
bullied.
it was like I was a fucking really skinny kid back in the day, but it was like almost like I was growing up with him, like with Naruto, so Iron Blood Orphans, that shit, I wouldn't have really understood that when I watched it as a child. I didn't really understand that. So I didn't understand the power of that show until later down the road.
Yeah.
When like these kids were getting kicked out, they were also trying to find their place in the universe while getting shit on by people. And I was going through a tough time as well when I first watched that earlier as a younger adult. So like my emotional connections really have
Depends
to
on
do
where
with
you are in life at the moment.
where I'm at in life.
And that's
So,
why I
yes.
feel like One Piece would definitely find a place, because who you are as a person right now, currently, not really going through any true like emotional, depressing, anything, but what you do currently hold true to your heart is real true people around you, real true friends, real true brothers, like all that.
and
And I'm not talking about fairy tale friendship, but a true brotherhood. And I think right now, One Piece would get you.
But the problem is, and hear me out, right? So I will watch One Piece. I will. I've already told you I'm not gonna not watch it. I just have to like really like
you gotta find
commit
time,
myself.
honestly.
I gotta commit myself. And like the first 100 episodes of Naruto sat with me a lot more than the first 100 episodes of One Piece.
I feel you.
So when that already hits me that way, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna like it as much as Naruto. I like it. One Piece has been great so far. I think it's a good show, 100%. But it's just not gonna.
I am so
It doesn't
confident
make
because
sense.
I was 100% exactly where you were before I watched One Piece.
I
Naruto,
know
hands
that.
down.
We're
Naruto was
different
my
people
number
though.
one, any day, every day of the week. Naruto was my number one.
Right.
Naruto right now is like my number two, maybe three. One Piece
But
was able to sneak up from behind. In about 2 years, One Piece was able to take my number one.
you also got to understand though, we're also different people. Like we have a lot in common, but we're also different people. So One Piece may fucking resonated with you, or maybe you don't know. It depends on what you were going through when that hit that emotional connection for you. But for me, I don't know. I just liked the seriousness of Naruto more than the funniness. Like the first, I'd rather watch the first 100 episodes of regular Naruto before I watch the first 100 episodes of One Piece again. That's my personal
And
opinion.
that's a pretty good argument. I can say I've noticed that you're not a huge into like the silliness. You
The
know what I
goofy
mean?
shit. Yeah.
So
I mean,
that
I'll watch
may
it.
be
It's
the
good,
only
but
saving grace that might save you from falling in love with it. Maybe.
and you know what? I may fall in love with One Piece. I may, but I still would not put it above Naruto. Like it doesn't just because
We'll see.
I don't put it above it doesn't mean I still don't love it. You
No,
know?
no, I feel you. I feel you.
You ready to say what's up to our Otakis?
Yeah, I guess.
Our Otaki family?
Otakus.
You see everybody how enthusiastic he is to make this
I don't like the
enthusiast.
name. The taku.
Otakus.
The Tatianas.
The Tatianas. What's going on, Tatianas?
Tatianas. What's up? How do we get to that? I don't know. Tatianas. That's what you are. That's what
We're
it is.
the Otaku Tatianas. All right. Welcome back, everybody. So today we're gonna kind of do. It's kind of a slow news week for us. We're gonna do some not necessarily reactions. I know we did this before with the TikTok videos and stuff like that, but this isn't more reactions. So these are hot takes, David. I know you sent these to me, so we can kind of take a look at them and get a conversation about them. Right?
Yeah, this is more of like just a few videos. A few people
Right.
sent to me a couple hot takes that they kind of wanted to see our reaction to, our thoughts on. So it's kind of we don't even know all the hot takes that we're about to see.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I've
some of
never
these
seen
are
these
most of
videos.
these are going to be surprised. I did watch a couple of the beginnings just to see kind of the flow of it, but it's going to be a pretty interesting conversation.
I will say it's probably recorded. I might put it on this video for you guys on YouTube or maybe on Apple. But I did see like the first question of the first video, and we kind of got into an argument about it before we even started record. Well, we were recording, but before we started talking to you guys,
Yeah.
so I might put that on a clip or I might put that in the video. But we can go ahead and hop into it. I mean, let's
Just
get these up.
Just know
Let's get
some of
this out
them
of
we
the
are
way.
going to skip by. I did see some stuff that
Yeah.
like even we don't watch, so some of them we may just skip by. But if you do want to see certain clips, always feel
Yeah.
free to send them via
Yeah.
YouTube, send them via whatever way you know us.
Hit up our business manager. We don't. Have
I'm waiting for you to tell us who the business manager is.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't
okay.
have. I'm the business manager. I'm the captain now. All right, let's jump into this first one. There is no really any sound. It's more just people saying comments, and then we discuss the comment. But fuck it, here we go.
I like the song.
Yeah. All right.
Nami is better than Robin in both looks and character. I mean,
both looks and character.
That's given. I mean, like this isn't really a hot take.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I like
don't
dark
really
haired
know.
girls, honestly.
I mean, you know me. I've only seen up to 115 episodes, but I like Nami better than most female characters in the show. So
No. Robin, you mean?
Nami is better than Robin in
Yeah,
both
Robin
looks
is
and
better
character.
than her.
It says Nami is better than.
I know.
Robin.
I'm saying that's wrong. Robin's
Oh,
better
you're
than
saying
her.
that's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh, okay. I
Have
mean, if
you
that's,
seen Robin yet?
I've seen Robin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nico Robin.
Yeah,
I've seen
no,
it.
she's better
seen
than
it.
Nami.
I think Nami looks better than her.
My problem with Nami is they just like throughout the show they just made her breasts bigger and bigger. It's like
They
very
gave her some-
noticeable.
they gave her opie.
It's very noticeable though. It's like episode
Yeah.
5, she's like, and then episode 500, she's like, I'm like, okay,
Bazungas.
bro. Like,
Bazungas.
she didn't start like this. Like, where did this
I
come
don't
from?
know. I like Nami, but this is your show. This is your show, so I'm gonna give that one.
I
to
mean,
you. If you
it's
believe
a
that,
take. It really depends
It's
on
a-
the hair
yeah,
color.
I
I
guess.
prefer
Okay.
dark hair. Maybe you like redheads. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Rimuru
Rimuru.
is only relevant because of Goku?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who Rimuru is.
So Rimuru is the slime. So it's an isekai. It's about how he was isekai as a slime. He becomes basically overpowered in the show, and
That's the time I got reincarnated into a slime.
yeah, that's
Oh,
Rimuru.
I just didn't know the name. I just didn't.
Oh
know
yeah,
the
yeah.
name.
His name is Rimuru.
Yeah, I was like, what the? You could have just said that. The time
I
I
mean,
got
but
reincarnated into a slime.
Rimuru is OP as fuck. Like
It's only
that's nothing
relevant
to
because
do-
of Goku.
Yeah, that's nothing.
What is
to do
that?
with Goku.
What is that?
I mean, are you mad
I don't
because
understand.
Rimuru can beat Goku? Just say what you mean. It's okay.
Rimuru literally got MC of the year.
Yeah, stop playing.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, they're both separate in my personal opinion. I don't think they have anything
Yeah,
to do
they're
with each other.
completely separate.
All right.
Luffy beats Naruto.
This is the question, everybody. So we've agreed. I'm not going to argue because this is going to take an hour and a half for this conversation to be rehashed. You'll see in the beginning probably, or maybe on a clip. Go follow us on our Instagram. So Luffy will beat Naruto. We've agreed. We've kind of agreed. So all the way up until he gets Sage of Six Paths Kurama mode. Can you agree to that?
I
Yes.
agree with that.
I only don't agree all the way up until that particular point. I believe with Sage mode, Sage mode, full Kurama mode, he can still beat Luffy. However, it is a poor argument for me and him to have, even though we did just have it, because he's seen all of Naruto and all of One Piece. I have only seen all of Naruto and part of One Piece, not even 25%. So
Yeah,
I will-
he can't fully have the conversation.
I can't fully. Yes, I cannot fully have this conversation. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
But one day,
one
day we will have this
yeah,
conversation.
let us know what you think. I believe just Naruto Sage or Sage mode perfected Kurama. He beats Luffy, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so
All right.
let us know what you guys think. I mean, we can
Maybe next year. Next year we'll
Yeah.
have this conversation. He'll watch all of One Piece.
You have already heard our conversation because I put it in the front half of this episode. Love you guys. All right,
Gray is the worst. What? Go ahead.
No. Gray is the worst female character in the history of anime. This is my 100% my take, and I will die on it. No, absolutely fucking not.
Does Sakura not exist? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, Sakura. Does Karin not exist?
Yeah, like what,
How do
the
you-
girl literally there just to get bit.
Just to get bit? Like, are you kidding me? Gray is a goat. Gray has been the goat in fucking.
I feel like the writer of Black Clover
Clover.
really does well making female characters.
Absolutely.
I
They
don't-
actually
I don't
have
like
a
this
purpose.
I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
this
fucking terrible. We agree on that.
Isn't
Good, 'cause
isn't Grace like no the other girl the little midget, she's like a werewolf or something. Gray
No,
is the
she's-
one.
the midget girl Charmy.
Yeah.
Charmy is she turns into like her own personal self, but she creates the cooking. She has like cooking magic, and so she creates the giant sheep that turn into like this monstrous fucking thing. And she's strong
A
as fuck.
werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah, but Gray is the big fat dude that always like breathes smokes like.
Oh, the one that changed bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Well, not necessarily change bodies, but more like it was. They thought she was a guy the whole fucking time, and then some magic happened or something happened that I think Asta accidentally hit her with the sword and took her magic away or some shit. I don't know. And then it like turned her into that. She's not useless. She's actually pulled through in a lot of battles and won them the battles. So
I really need to read Black Clover. I need to.
this is Ace Hockey, by the way. If y'all want to go give him shit for this, a lot of you already did. So on TikTok. All right, here we go.
Gon is a horrible MC.
I'm done. No, he is not. His father's a horrible father. How about that?
Okay, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. It's the first one we actually will talk about.
Gon, I mean, what's Gon's aspiration? To find his father, right?
Right.
And
I will
then
say
he becomes broken for no reason.
there's
Absolutely
no.
reason.
I will say there is no real personal growth like most MCs have. Right. It's more like It's like he has a time skip without a time skip.
Yeah.
So I get that. I do. But he's not a horrible MC.
Not
Like,
horrible,
he's really
but it's
not.
like he's kind of like scratch your head, like, hold on, just because you were a kid who hunted a lot in the woods, now you're just this OP nin user, and as a kid you're able to surpass people who've been training their whole lives, and then basically makes a deal who becomes completely overpowered in the end to beat one person, and then it really doesn't even matter in the end. Oh,
I mean, but
okay.
we can. I mean, but that's.
Oh, Dad, there you are.
But that's really any MC though. I
Bye.
mean, any MC that hasn't had personal growth and just plain out, flat out broken.
Versus who?
I mean, if we're talking a main character, so like any Demon King from any isekai, right? Or any like isekai hero that goes in there. There's a few that have to like work up and like power themselves, but a lot of them show up just broken.
I know it's
And so
Voldemort.
you could say that they're, huh?
I know
Yeah,
Voldemort.
right.
I love him. I love him.
And I love him. I love him too. But you can't. I mean, we
Compared
can't
to him?
argue. Oh yeah, better. Anos is definitely better than Gon. I'm just saying that Gon isn't a horrible MC just because he's naturally strong. He's naturally great, but he's not a horrible MC.
As a popular shonen anime as Hunter x Hunter is compared to Luffy, Naruto, even Ichigo, Gon is terrible compared to them.
Did you say you to Ichigo?
I don't like Bleach.
I know you don't. I know. We're not gonna have that conversation. I know you don't. Like Bleach. I love Bleach.
Compared to
I
them,
love
he's
Bleach.
horrible, but compared to every main character in anime history, he's okay.
He's not horrible.
He's not horrible.
So
He's okay.
that's terrible. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Dr.
Dr.
Stone is
Stone.
the best new gen.
No. No. It's a good show. I've watched it. It's a good show, but it's not as mainstream as a lot of things. A lot of other things. He will never be in the big three. He will never become part of the big three.
Dr. Stone is one of the best new gens.
One of the best new gens.
Not
Let's put a word in there. Yeah, let's put one in there. Dr. Stone is one of the best new gens.
Yeah, like
He's
anime,
not-
he's not one of the best animes. He's not
No,
one of the
he's
best.
not.
He's not the best
No, he's
manga. So it's like, come on, let's relax.
I fell asleep watching shit at one point because
I had to re-go through season 2. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but I had to
Oh, yeah,
re-go
absolutely.
through it months and months later.
Yes. This is your fucking show. That's right. It's
That's
mid
right.
and overrated. Yes,
It's funny.
JoJo's Bizarre is mid.
It's funny that he
and
doesn't agree.
overrated.
He doesn't agree with most of this list because they're all trash takes until you get to this one.
Mid.
It's not.
JoJo. So if y'all have already heard, you've already heard my take on JoJo, which is different than most people's. Apparently, most people hate the first 2 seasons. I actually really like the first 2 seasons. Until they get to stands and all the nonsense like that. However, I don't think it's mid. I think it's just overrated. I think a lot of people put too much into it when it's not as good as they think it is.
I'm gonna say.
I think it's just different.
JoJo was great, became great because of the world we're in today. We live in a world full of memes, gifs,
Yep.
gifs, however you call it. JoJo is basically a parody anime meant to meme and gif other animes.
It's a
and
jest.
yet it's still badass.
It's still
a
good.
manly man show about men doing men things, and then they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh shoot, we're too manly," and they made a season about a girl, JoJo. JoJo is awesome,
Yeah.
and it's one of those. JoJo's a culture, and you really have to get into it and watch the
Yeah.
whole thing to get into the culture. Like
You
One Piece
either
is
love
culture.
you either love it or you don't.
Yeah, either you're a part of it or you're not.
Yeah.
So
it's not like,
this is-
oh, I could sit down and watch this whenever. Like, no, you either
Yeah.
really love JoJo or
Oh,
you
like I
just
told you, I think I told you, they're like long. Each season's like 48 episodes. I didn't even realize. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
not
let's do
something you
it.
can just watch. Mid is carried by animation. Demon Slayer is carried by animation. I will say no. And only because there are a lot of shows out there that I think are good that don't have good animation. And we had this conversation, I think there's a lot of shows that have great fighting, but their animation is trash, but I still think the fighting is really good. I would still like Demon Slayer without it being animated the way it was. Because the reason why is because when I was watching Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer one after the other for those Sundays, everybody knows the 4 Sundays in a row everybody loved, right? For the last arc of Demon Slayer. When I was going ham and I was like, oh, this shit's fucking lit, and when Tengen was fucking up what's his face, like, I wasn't thinking of this looks beautiful. I was thinking of, oh, this is just badass. Like, this is good. like hell yeah, Tengen, get back, nigga, get back, you know. So like, I wasn't really concerned. The animation really only got better if you really think about it. Like it's like most new animes, but it only really got better towards the end. So it got really beautiful and like like I don't know what do you call it, colorful at the end. But I think Demon Slayer has been good since the beginning, and it was normal animation in the beginning. And I think it's a great show.
I feel you.
Here's
Here's my take on it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to agree and disagree. Demon Slayer is carried by the animation. So I'm one of the ones who read Demon Slayer all the way to the end of it, well before the second season even came out, and well before Movie Train even came out. The manga was good. The manga was pretty good, and then it became terrible. It was good because it had those things that you wanted to see. It kind of like fed what you wanted to eat, but what it left to be desired is world building, character development. It had a plot. It had a good plot. Everything else. Yeah. I agree because when I read it's carried by the animation, I hear it's carried by the anime. The anime is great. I'm not even talking about all the fireworks, all the colors. I'm talking about just the anime itself. They add so much more to the anime, more character development, more world building, more vibrance. Like even if you like read the manga, like it just looks like, all right. It looks okay. It's like solid, but the anime is like looks great. I think it's carried by the anime. Do I think the anime itself is carried by the animation, all the extra stuff? No.
Yeah. So I will say that I believe, like, to use that as an excuse for whoever's hot take this was, right? They use what they got. I mean, are you mad that you have a screwdriver and I have a drill and I can work twice as fast as you?
No.
You know, so like for that, I've known animes so you can have an anime that has shitty animation, right? But the story is trash. Or the story is like good, and then you're like, oh, this animation is only carried by the story. Like, well, of course, they use what they got, you know. So like, So I think maybe I've never read the manga fully, but I think Demon Slayer is not carried by its animation, and maybe carried by its anime. But you gotta imagine that there's animes or mangas that are great animes and people like the mangas, and there's mangas where people like the anime and love the manga. So it really just it's really.
Like, if it's carried by the anime, that's perfectly okay. It's still the same story. Yeah, if it's carried by the animation, that's completely a separate conversation. I don't agree with that.
Don't agree. All right, cool.
That was a nice ass fight, though. Zenetsu!
Thunder breathing. All right.
All right. I love those. I love her TikToks, bro. She makes so much fucking sense, bro. She does a lot of like workplace stuff.
Right.
Fate series has the best animation.
I know a lot about the Fate series, and I will say, with the volume of Fate, yes. If the volume of Demon Slayer, because it just goes back to that last one, right? If Demon Slayer had, and I'm thinking animation as in like the colors and lights and all the nonsense, right? If Demon Slayer had as much volume as Fate, no. Fate would not have the best animation. But Fate is very beautiful and very like visual, and it has a lot of movies and a lot of shows, and they're all of them. So I think yes, that's one of the best.
Definitely top five. Definitely top five best animation in the anime.
Absolutely.
I like Ghibli films though. I love their animation.
Right, but I like to add volume to it too because they're very consistent, like you said. So like Fate's very consistent. No anime will carry 2022. Isn't? No, it's not coming out until January.
I don't know. I feel like My Hero Academia's fourth season or fifth season is going to be lit.
Fifth season.
I think it's going to be lit.
Sixth season. Sorry.
Sixth is going to be lit.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of the fall animes is going to be lit.
But if I'm really thinking about it though, on all the communities that we're a part of, I haven't really heard anybody really excited about
anything
something.
current. I mean, like they're talking about like
except for
One Piece
Jujutsu
Alive,
Kaisen
yeah,
and
the
like
movies that came out. But
Black Clover coming back like next year and shit. But other than
nothing
that, I
new.
haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard. So maybe I could give them that.
No
I could give
new
them that.
anime will
Right.
carry 2022.
Right.
Ooh, no. Spy Family was great. People love Spy Family.
People did love
and it's
Spy
coming
Family.
for a second cord.
But I don't
soon.
think it'll
like October
I don't
1st. I
think
believe
it'll carry though. I don't think it'll carry though. I don't think so.
It depends how the
It's
second
great.
half will be.
It's
Depends.
great, but I don't
Depends how the
think
second
it'll
half will be.
I don't think it'll carry. To me, is it overshadows every single other anime that ever came out this year, and I don't think
I
it
mean,
did.
Anya Forger, she became a whole thing.
If I had to sit there and watch a show, right? This is my personal opinion, right? Because all these are all personal opinions. If I was fucking kidnapped and tied in a basement, and they were like, you get to pick between, let's say, Black Summoning, Harem in a Labyrinth, or Spy Family, you had to watch one of those shows over and over and over again. I would not pick Spy Family. Not because I don't like it. It's just it doesn't have. It's more of like a slice of life, you know. And I don't really like slice of lives like that. Don't get me wrong, Spy Family is a great show.
Yeah,
I love Spy Family.
No,
But
I
I'd
hear
rather
you,
pick
man.
like Harem in a Labyrinth, so it doesn't carry to me, you know. But whatever.
No,
but-
that's a solid take. I'll give that one. That's a solid
Yeah.
take.
Isekai genre. Okay. Yep. Moving
I
on.
agree.
Isekai genre is amazing.
I
Yes,
agree.
it is. It could be the same show 30 different times, and it's fucking
I know,
amazing.
fuck,
We love
yeah,
it.
and I love how Rimuru is there because that's one of the best isekais that exists. The
I
time
still
I
haven't
was
finished it, though.
reincarnated as a slime. Oh, finish it. Go to the manga too. It's definitely.
I still
one of
gotta
those
watch.
read
I still gotta watch my weeklies. To be honest, I still haven't watched this. I don't even know where to fucking start. All right, cool. Vegeta is the best side
manga. I
character.
agree. I think he needs to get his
Supporting?
shot. I think he needs to get
I
his
agree.
shot.
I agree. Supporting. Vegeta is the best side character. Supporting.
Zoro's up there too.
Zoro's up there, but I think Vegeta.
But Vegeta
probably-
long standing over years,
Yeah.
decades.
Yep, consistently. Yes. All right. Is best new gen?
I heard the
is it
manga's lit,
new- is
but
it
the
new
anime
gen?
no.
I think anime's great. I love Black Clover. I have the Black Bulls all day.
They went
I love
out
Black
on
Clover.
hiatus and they've been on hiatus for months.
Oh, I know. They're
I
not
think
coming
that's
back till
trash.
2023 or
trash.
2024. Yeah,
I think
do too. But
they didn't pace it correctly. They just went out of their way. They ended up having to change stuff because they ended up passing where they were in the manga.
yeah, Black Clover is definitely probably top 5.
I heard the manga though goes off, and it's definitely one of those I want to catch back up in. So maybe top 10.
Maybe. Zero Requiem is the best plot twist. Never seen it.
That is dude who has the eye. What's his name? Of the Lelouch of the Rebellion.
No idea.
Lelouch of the Rebellion. He has a thing where if he looks you in the eye, he can change what you do. You didn't see that one?
Oh, that. Oh, where? Yeah. I've
Zero
seen that.
Requiem. There's a plot
Yeah.
twist. It's a certain plot twist thing. If you didn't see the plot twist, you wouldn't know about it. No, I don't agree. I've seen better plot twists.
Dragon Ball is greater than the big 3. No,
No.
it's not. No, it's not at all. Isn't he? I guess they call him the father of the big
father of
three,
the
but
but he's not better.
no, he's not better. Not at all.
That's the responsibility
all.
of the child to be better than the father.
Yeah, that's trash. That's a trash take. Trash take. SAO Alicization is fucking amazing. It is fucking amazing.
I hear it is.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes,
I
it
look forward
is.
to it.
And if y'all are just tuning in to this, your first episode you ever watched, go back and listen to our previous episodes. I was dog walking Sword Art Online for a while, and then I finally sat down and finished it with my wife, and I watched Alicization and Underworld. Oh my god, that shit was amazing. Like, that shit was great. I'll watch it any day of the week. It was fucking amazing.
I hear it's great. Everywhere I hear is great. It's one of the best seasons. I mean,
Fantastic.
if not better than the first season, I thought the first season was great. It's definitely one of the best seasons, if not better than the first.
I think it could kind of take the first, maybe.
Visually, it might take the first.
It might. Who knows? Bleach is greater than One Piece.
and One Piece is greater than Naruto.
I don't think Bleach is greater than either one of those. So the take is trash.
Okay, and this is coming from me not watching One Piece. I think Bleach is better than One Piece because I've only seen it, and I haven't seen One Piece, right? But I fucking love Bleach, fucking Bunkai, right? I love Bleach.
Yeah, it has its great moments.
And I think Naruto is better than One Piece. We already talked about that.
I think if you implement the main character, Ichigo is so one-dimensional. It's like, oh, my town is about to be destroyed. Okay. Oh, my friends are going to die. Okay, now I want to fight. He's so one-dimensional. I mean,
I don't know.
The show
I like
as
Bleach
a whole
a lot.
definitely deserves its place as top as the big three.
Big three. Oh yeah.
Big three.
I mean that is the big three right there.
But of course you haven't seen One Piece, so I understand that take.
But and this kind of goes into the conversation I had about Naruto though. I'd still rather watch the first 1 episodes of Bleach than the first 100 episodes of One Piece.
Really? The first 1 of the episodes of Bleach were so slow.
I
like
still
the
would.
whole.
I've
I'm
rewatched.
a Soul Reaper. I'm not really.
I rewatched.
Now I'm going to the
Bleach
Soul Society.
twice.
Like, do they get to the Soul Society in the first 100 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
It was so slow.
I'd rather rewatch the first 100 episodes of Bleach.
God, watching the
that's
first
my
100
personal
episodes
opinion.
of Bleach is
that's
harder
my
than
personal.
watching 1,000 episodes of One Piece.
That's my personal opinion, and that's your personal opinion. That's fine. I think Bleach and Naruto are better, but I don't think Bleach is better than Naruto. I think Naruto's better than Bleach.
Yeah,
So,
I agree, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is that it? No. Goku solos.
Solos what?
Solos.
Big three?
I don't think it says anything. Nope, just Goku solos.
Big three?
No
Yeah,
thanks.
sure. He'll beat
The big
Ichigo,
three?
he'll beat Luffy, beat Naruto. Okay?
Yeah.
But everything, I mean, like, beats Rimuru? No.
He's universal level strong. I mean, none of them other ones are. They've never left the planet.
I'm
so,
not
except
too
for
versed in Dragon Ball Super to know where he is exactly right now, to know if he'll be One Punch Man. I heard One Punch Man is on a whole new universal level plus.
Yeah.
But no,
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Galactic Destroyer Goro, whatever his fucking name is. That's gonna be.
Tell me when he passed Sailor Moon. Then we can have a conversation. Just let me know when he passed Sailor Moon. Send me the panels. I'm like, all right, bet. Let me view this real quick, and then we can have a conversation.
Let me cop this. All right. Anime takes that get hotter every video.
Bunkai. Oh, matter of fact, this is my own hot take. Demon Slayer powers are just bankais. Thunder breathing, first form, Bunkai. Katenko Karamatsu. Thunder breathing, first form, thunderclap. These cheeks, dog. They're just bankais, to be honest.
Do I feel that Demon Slayer drew stuff from Bleach? Yes. Definitely for their poses, for their special attacks, yes. I think they pull from both Bleach and Naruto.
I did too. All right, cool. All right, let's get on to this hot take. Senku has the hardest goal in anime. Yes. I'll give him that.
Restarting the entire fucking population and pretty much making it all back to the fucking way it was, absolutely. Yes, and not having any powers but his mind.
But that's the thing about it. He is already smart. He's already intellectual. He already has this memory that's basically photographic. I mean, he already has the keys to success. It's just a matter of doing it, and he can do it. I mean,
tediously,
it is
tedious
hard.
It's
tedious. Yeah. It's super tedious. It's super hard.
I mean, don't think like
becoming a pirate king during the pirate age is a hard task, especially for someone who's like decades behind everyone else.
I think his restarting the entire fucking population and redoing everything is probably harder.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I don't know. It's definitely up there top 3.
Yeah.
I haven't read the manga.
Neither have I.
I think it's gonna be a couple of them that's just gonna be like one take per video.
6, hit up, lick 2, hit up, lick y'all, lick you. ReZero's first, pretty much just torture. ReZero's first season was pretty much just torture porn.
You haven't watched this one yet, have you?
No.
ReZero is definitely on one of the ones that I say you need to watch. So a quick recap: ReZero is about a main character who gets isekai, and of course you get isekai, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get a superpower, something's about to be lit. I'm about to be overpowered.
I think I
Some
remember
way,
you
some
telling
way,
me
some
this
form.
now.
And he finds out he's not stronger than anyone else. He's not faster. He's nothing. He has nothing over
Yeah.
everyone. He tries to confront some gang back alley burglars or whatever, and they end up killing
His
him.
things are just die and die.
Exactly, and he finds out his power is he dies
die.
and he comes back, and he gets to like reset from the
Oh,
moment.
is
he
it
died.
just torture porn?
The first season is literally him dying every episode, and then it's like every 2
Oh,
episodes.
so torture porn as in like we just keep watching him die
Yes.
and die, so it's like being tortured.
Everything after the first season is an actual story. First season is literally you just want to see him die and what new ways he can die.
Oh lord, is
So-
it bloody?
Oh yeah, super bloody.
Okay, cool.
The rabbits eating him was a very bloody scene.
I think I've seen that on YouTube actually.
The girl
I'm pretty
beating
sure I've seen
him
that.
with the fucking mace, the ball on the chain. That was pretty bloody. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think you should definitely
I'm
check it out.
gonna look it up. I feel like that's the only one. Ooh, watch anyway.
Watch it. All right,
Some hot anime takes. Mink.
That could get hotter.
Ichigo versus Naruto terms of strength. That's not a take though. Wait.
All right.
Okay. That
let's
wasn't
do-
really
Yeah, let's do the first one.
Okay,
Ichigo
Ichigo versus Naruto. terms of strength.
This is you.
Naruto's stronger, to be honest. In my personal opinion, Naruto's stronger. Now, we could keep having that conversation. Well, before this, and all the way up until this power, and this form, and this that, and this that, which like, yeah, but
Naruto's strongest and Ichigo's
Base-
strongest. Do you
so-
think they can beat each other? I mean, who do you think is winning at each of their strongest point?
they stopped Bleach though, so Naruto kept progressing.
That's
So
what you
Naruto Baryon mode to the end of Ichigo.
I mean, 10 minutes though.
Well, I mean, they got the 1,000 War Blood arc that's coming out. We don't know what his final
I
form.
mean,
and
you
that's gonna
have
be.
to have read the manga. I didn't read the manga. But I
I've
hear
seen
he's super
I've seen the
overpowered.
concept, and I do see what it is, but like, I don't know. I don't even think Naruto would
I
be.
think Ichigo.
Naruto wouldn't even be able to see him.
Yeah,
He's
he
the
wouldn't
soul.
be able to see him in the first place.
He's the
But
soul,
in
and-
terms of just strength, like does this say in terms of strength? So
terms
not
of strength.
hacks, not all his different things he can do, not speed, none of that, not you can't see me type shit.
Ichigo's technically all his shit is just borrowed.
Yeah, he's like the hacks for
He's
his
a hack
world.
king.
Yeah, he's hacking. He's hacking. He's
Yeah,
literally
he's
hacking his world.
He has an aimbot.
He's literally every type of being you can be in that world that has a power. He's all of them. Fullbringer, a Rancor, Hollow. He's everything. So
I still think Naruto wins. He pulls it out at the end.
I mean,
I
Naruto
feel-
wins in terms of strength. I agree with that.
I think so.
But I think Ichigo has more hacks. I think in a fight he wins.
Ichigo has way more hacks.
But
absolutely.
in strength, just strength wise, Naruto definitely wins.
Ichigo has more plot armor than any anime I know. To be honest.
Ichigo
I'm
has
be
so
honest.
much fucking block armor, and then he like.
But I
gives
still
it
love
to
the
his
show.
friends.
I can admit to that, but I still love the show. I can admit that, but I still. So.
The show's okay.
Demon Slayer. Oh, I'm not. There's another Demon Slayer isn't carried by the animation. All right,
I mean,
so
but
we already talked.
said it.
Yeah,
It
we
is-
already discussed
Is
that.
it carried by its actual anime? Yes. Animation? No. Fire Force is underrated.
Yes. I agree with this because we all know Fire Force is my favorite anime now, my new gen anime. However, I don't think it's underrated because I think a lot of people actually do like it. So I don't think people are underrating it. So I don't agree with it in that term. Because I don't think people are underrating it because people do like it. I know people who do. So
More people should know of it.
I just think that yes, it should have more mainstream than a lot of other
So
shows
it's
that are out
underrated?
right now.
Yes. I think more
I guess
people should be
Yeah.
all that. Like they but
That's
they
true.
don't. So is Fire Force underrated? Yes.
Yeah, Fire Force definitely underrated. All right, cool. That actually wraps up our little hot takes there. Like we said, this is definitely a slow news week. We don't have much going on. I still have to watch my weeklies. I did finish Lucifer, so I haven't been watching any anime. Poor content creator. David also blamed me for not watching 1,000 episodes of One Piece for the last week. You know, whatever. Let us know what you feel some of your opinions are on some of these hot takes, because we obviously have our personal opinions. You have your personal opinions. We're not going to get into Naruto and Sasuke and Luffy and all these fucking craziness, nonsense fights or whatever. But that's pretty much it for me. We'll see you back. We are going to be
visiting each other for the next couple weeks. Maybe we'll do a unboxing. You want to do an unboxing haul episode?
Next
coming
week, I think since we will be visiting each other, I think we're gonna do that special guest that we've been working our way towards. It'll be a lot easier since we'll all be in the same room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll do that. He's gonna be coming down to me next week, and I'll be going back up to him literally the week after. But yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate everybody for listening. Hop on over to YouTube, check it out, play along with us, and we'll see you later.